Okay, player ratings time for Manchester United 3, West Ham 0. Good day all around for Manchester United, moving up the table ahead of West Ham, closing the gap on Spurs. And yeah, good day all around, good week all around. We had the buoyant mood come from the Wolves game into the West Ham game, and yeah, the players actually performed. All pretty much did a solid job, I thought, as a combined unit in the game against West Ham. So no one completely outshining anyone else in particular. The obvious ones, obviously, which we'll talk about in a minute, but just a little bit better. But yeah, all around team performance-wise, I think that's probably as good as it's been recently. Decent against Wolves, decent again today, and it's good to get back-to-backs. So let's get into the players and let me know what you think, guys. Drop your comments in. Do you agree with my player ratings today? Starting with the goalkeeper, which is Andre Onana. Again, a clean sheet today at Old Trafford. He's had a few this season, in between some absolute nightmare games. Obviously, there were big stats going about United conceding 2 or more goals in consecutive games for a certain amount of games for the first time in yonks, but we stopped that today. Clean sheet, made some decent saves in the first half. I would say that's where most of his work was done on Anna today. All round, clean sheet, crucial save. I think a 7 out of 10 is fair for Onana, is it not? Let me know what you think. Do you think he deserves more? Do you think his performance was worthy of more or less than a 7? I think 7's about right. When you get a clean sheet, you're stopping West Ham. That's their first defeat in 11 games. And you look quite comfortable doing it. His distribution wasn't fantastic. Is it more of a 6 than a 7? Actually, I'm going to change it. 6.5 for Onana. His distribution was awful today, I thought. There was one good moment where he kicked the ball in the first half up long for Garnacho, just couldn't get it under control. But yeah, I think 6.5. I think that's fair. Dalot, another decent performance for Dalot. He's getting a 7 out of 10 for me. I thought he was decent going forward. I thought he was precise in some of his passing. Made a great tackle to stop Gerard Bowen pulling a goal back for West Ham, and I feel like them moments are the ones that people remember, and people remember that tackle, chasing back after Maguire was left cold in the middle of the park, covering and protecting his goalkeeper again. I thought Dalot, one of his better games this season, so 7 out of 10 for Dalot for me. Over to the other side, and Luke Shaw, I thought he dealt well with Kudus. I thought he was excellent, especially second half. And really faultless performance for me, for Luke Shaw. That was the Luke Shaw of old. And for keeping one of West Ham's biggest threats at bay, I think 7.5 for Luke Shaw, definitely worthy of his highest mark that he's had for a while. And yeah, I was impressed with him second half. We just did the live show then, and I did check, see if it was different on TV to what I was watching in the stands, but everyone went along with Luke Shaw having a great game, and some people were saying that is probably one of his best performances of the season as well. So yeah, 7.5 for me, helping him towards that clean sheet. Martinez, brilliant, outstanding, superb, but off injured, and we are going to miss him. Again, I think because he went off, I think we give him a 7 out of 10. Some would say he goes in a bit too reckless, and sometimes that's why he's getting these injuries. I mean, I love him. I don't want to change him. He's not going to change in the way he plays, but I think now we're going to be missing at the end of the season. I think we'll know again in the run-in, which has got some tough games coming now. Our last, 15 games we've got to go. We've got some big teams in there, and a lot of teams still above us, which we would have needed Martinez for. And I can't really fault him at all for his game. Obviously, he went off a bit earlier, but yeah, 7 out of 10, leading by example. But just gutted that he's now out injured again, and we are going to sadly miss him. Varane, 6 out of 10. Not really needed to. Oh, sorry, no, it wasn't Varane. It was. I'll come to Varane. It's Maguire I'm talking about. It didn't really need to do much. I thought he dealt with everything comfortably, Maguire. A great tackle in the first half. I can't remember who it was running through. We'd literally run past our whole midfield, and Maguire just came in and just absolutely emptied him, taking the ball as well. Yeah, it could have gone completely wrong, and he could have been miles behind it, which he has been this season, and been getting yellow carded for tackles like that. But he got it, he won it. He made the mistake which Emerson nearly put away. He was caught cold for Bowen. I think that brought him down from a 7 to a 6, to be honest. So, yeah, 6 out of 10. Not bad, really not bad, but you can see his deficiencies. You can see where he does struggle. So, yeah, Maguire gets 6 out of 10. I think that's fair. On to Kobe Mainoo. Quite a game today, brought off at the right time, I thought. He was influential, he was good. He had some good moments, but obviously the highs of the Wolves game and that last-minute winner and coming down a little bit. Good to see just a normal, solid performance from Kobe. Cobby, sorry. And that's what we're going to need every single week. They're going to have the mega games, but we need the run-of-the-mill, just doing your job games as well. And I think he did that today. I think he did. 6 out of 10 for Cobby. Got subbed off at the right time, nearly freshening up. Casemiro next to him, excellent. Great for the first goal, winning it high. Casemiro, definite 7 out of 10 for me. For another very good performance, 2 in a row for him now. Good to see him back, and he's a major influence on this team. And you can see why we've struggled in midfield without him. Yeah, he wasn't performing well. I was wondering how he was going to come back. Was we going to get the Casemiro of the start of this season, or the Casemiro that played so well for us last season? We're definitely getting the Casemiro that was at last season right now. He has got the bit between the teeth and absolutely immense in the air. Defensively today with his headers, superb. Protecting that back four and the goalkeeper. Didn't miss a trick in the air. And he is a unsung hero in the defensive work for this team. Brilliant performance. Again, 7 out of 10 comfortably for Casemiro. Bruno, I thought he did excellent, to be honest. He kept it simple. He put more work rate in than anyone, as he always does. He's just lacking that little bit of finesse about his game at the moment, Bruno. A solid 6 for me, which has been an upgrade on some of his previous performances. Involved in a lot. Kept things ticking along. A lot of decent interceptions, tackles. Not afraid to put a foot in again. By no way means excellent and brilliant Bruno, but involved and still influential in that team today, and did a lot of unsung work, which isn't going to get the plaudits. 6 out of 10 for Bruno Fernandes, and I'm liking the Bruno, Casemiro, Mainu trio. That is definitely working for us right now, and you've seen it in the results. Like 3 games they've played together, 3 wins. And what's that? 11 goals scored as well. It's good. It's really good to see. So yeah, may it continue. Long may it continue. Into the front line, this is where it gets good. We'll start with Rashford. Off day. Had some moments. Did some alright tracking back. Fluffed his lines with a couple of chances. One from outside the box. He come on the edge of the box. Sorry, probably could have took a little touch and steadied himself, but he went first time. Hit it into tier 2 at the Stretford end. But in terms of action in front of goal, that was pretty much it for Marcus today. Not quite at it again. And I think a 5 is the right score for him. He was better against Wolves. And again, he's come back down again today. A few blind alley runs as well. Could move the ball a bit quicker. Doesn't seem to be running past people right now. Doesn't want to get down that line. And we need more of that. Because on the other side, we have got that, and that is in Alejandro Garnacho, who takes man of the match today. 2 goals, could have had a hat-trick, was excellent, especially second half. If you don't buy a ticket, you don't win the lottery. He cut inside, he hit that shot, on target, a little deflection, yes, a little bit lucky, but still, you've got to hit the ball, you've got to have a goal, and he did, and we got the rewards for it. Tucked away his second goal superbly, sat the goalkeeper down, no chance for him. Maturing beyond his years. He really is the real number 7 at United. That was his 7th goal this season, as well as 2 assists as well. He's really contributing to that forward line, and his link up with Rasmus is really starting to flourish right now. And you can see them in the interview afterwards as well, both of them. They do have a connection, and they do have that sort of camaraderie a little bit now, and that's what we've been missing. Now we've got a future there in that front line, and we can really build around Garnacho and Rasmus Hojlund. Garnacho takes the man of the match today. I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10. Some people will think that might be high. I don't, because he has been working his arse off for weeks now. 19th start under Erik ten Hag. He does a lot of work that people don't see as well. He has been sort of second fiddle to the likes of Mainu and Hojlund, the other younger players in the team, recent weeks, but he's still been doing the graft behind the scene. Some of his decision-making is being scrutinised, but like I said, constantly communicating with Rasmus. Rasmus doing more of the talking, that is, but still, he's starting to listen. He's starting to get a bit more decisive in his decision-making. And you know what? Games like today, when you're really in a tight game and you need that moment, he's there. And they're big. And he did it twice. And in the end, everyone at Old Trafford was just comfortably seeing out that game. It's been a while since we've sat there and actually felt like no fear. Oh, we've got no fear about what's going to happen. And that's what it was. And Garnacho was the main reason for that. Excellent. Man of the match, 9 out of 10. On to Rasmus. Oh, the guy is infectious. Van Persie-esque finish in that first half. His hold-up play. He takes players out of the game. He gives space to his wingers. He wins free kicks. He is just an all-round. He's a speed demon as well. And now he's starting to get that finish. He got his Van Nistelrooy goal against Wolves in the 6-yard box. And he got his Van Persie goal today. Sitting the defenders down and rifling it into the corner with his weak foot. When in doubt, give it a clout, and that was unstoppable again. Twice he's done that at Old Trafford in a row now against Spurs and against West Ham. You can't save them shots. Excellent performance from him today. I thought Rasmus, unlucky to not get man of the match, but I think next to Garnacho, I think an 8 out of 10 for Rasmus. He's up there and he is now looking like the real deal. 10th goal of the season today as well for him. Like I said in the live show earlier on, if he gets around about 15 to 20 goals this season, you've got to say that's good. First season in the Premier League at that age, only just turned 21. To get that many goals, that's a good return for a first season. Hopefully we can build on that, but I feel like we can build around him. I think we have got ourselves a real number 9 for the future here now, so hopefully it continues in this form. He looks confident at the moment. He looks like he's got the bit between his teeth. He really does. So 100%, I'm loving Rasmus Hojlund right now. Substitutions. McTominay played his part again off the bench. Got an assist again. So 6 out of 10 for McTominay. Did his job. Nearly got a goal as well. That is what he's there for. Enjoy it, Scott. Be part of Manchester United's future off the bench. You can be a super sub and have these moments when we need you to come on and give us that little bit of something different. Don't know what it is or what Ten Hag wants him to bring, but he does bring something off the bench. He's proved it this season. 6 for him. Who else came on then? Lindelof didn't have time really. Flat 5. Varane, 5 again. No real time. Just covering in at the end of the game. I don't think I'm missing anyone else. Am I? I'm missing Anthony. Nothing. Say no more. 5. It went a bit flat when he came on. We could have really gone on and scored a few more goals, but he just hasn't got it, and I feel like that's it for him at United now. I can't see him getting ahead of any of the forwards that are there. If we do invest in the summer, that's going to be someone important and someone who's going to come in and help the team. I think Anthony's going to go down the pecking order even more. So worrying signs for him. Manager's performance today, 8 out of 10. Got it right again. It's a win. A 3-0 win at home to West Ham. They beat us a couple of months ago, back in December, and it looked like the end of the world for Ten Hag, but we've turned it around, we've rallied, we've had a good start to 2024 in all competitions. What are we, 4 wins? Is it 4? So if we had Wigan, we've had West Ham, we've had Wolves, and we've had Newport. Yeah, so 4 wins and 1 draw so far in 2024. It's been a good year so far for Manchester United. Hopefully it continues. Ten Hag will be gutted that Martinez is out injured. For how long, I don't know, but it could affect the rest of our season and possibly Ten Hag's future. Right now, we are clinging onto the coattails of Champions League football. We can't afford any injuries to key players now, and we might have just got one. So it's going to be very interesting how the rest of this season plays out. But for now, Ten Hag, and today, it's an 8 out of 10. I haven't really got any issues at all with anything. Subs at the right time. Team selection was good. The energy was good. And I thought the tactics of playing narrow and making West Ham cross into the box where we could handle Bowen in the air, I think they worked well. So, definite plus point for me today and a good day for United. Let me know what you think, guys. Get your comments in below on the ratings. Do you agree with me? Is it Garnacho man of the match? Was it Rasmus? Do you think that Casemiro was better? Martinez, maybe? Get your comments in below. Give me your ratings. And please do give the video a like and subscribe if you are tuning in for the first time. But that is it. That the player ratings done and dusted, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great rest of your weekend. And yeah, onwards and upwards for the Reds.